Alright. Hi everybody, I'm Brianna, aka Gemini, aka the Opaline Queen, and you are here with me and DJ Trillakay.
Yes, and I'm Trillakay, Taurus baby from Northeast,
Hey.
all around creative. But yeah.
How you doing today, Trilla?
I'm doing well. I'm feeling blessed and I'm feeling abundant. How are you?
Okay, that's good. I'm good, getting my bearings. Didn't start the day too much earlier, but would you please introduce yourself?
Yes. So my name is Trilla. I'm a DJ, artist, a healer, and my medium is music.
Okay. So I prepared some questions for you.
Alrighty.
And I was just talking about looking in the camera just for like the introduction.
Okay, so
you don't have to.
Alright,
You can just back and forth. So, how I got introduced to you was DJing.
Mm-hmm.
So you started DJing in February 2019, right?
Yes.
I know. Okay.
Yes, that was the first time I started like booking like actual gigs, and I literally like picked up a board maybe like 2 months before in like December 2018. And I literally started DJing out of like desperation, being fed up with like working an hourly job and like figuring out like what can I do as like another creative outlet that just is not working. And so yeah, DJing opened a lot of opportunities from there.
Yeah, you really took to it.
Yeah. Like, I got thrown in there. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. When I first started booking gigs, I wasn't 100% ready, but I feel like the best way to learn is experience. So I definitely got that out the gate. So it was cool. It was nervous because people were booking me before I was ready, but now I appreciate all the lessons that were learned.
Well, let me see. I think before you did your first Opaline, I saw you at Velvet with Sylvan.
Yeah.
Was that the first one ever?
So that was my second gig.
Okay.
My first gig ever was actually a listening party for my friend Chad. He goes by Black Ranger Music. But that was an intimate event. So Velvet was my first like club party type of event. So yeah. You saw me for the first time, like in public.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I couldn't tell that you were just starting out. I remember like watching you and Sylvan at the booth, and I remember thinking, Trilla is so studious. Like I could tell that you was there to learn something.
I was
like, oh yeah, that's my type. That's my type. I want to on board. Yeah. So you mentioned beforehand you were working at a music venue,
Yes,
right?
and I still work for the company. I was working at 930 Club at the time. And it was a great job, but it was still a job. So I just wanted to find something to do that did not feel like work, did not feel like a job, but that I could still, create value in. So 930 Club has been a great company to work for too, because it's exposed me to a lot of other artists, and yeah, just being in that environment has helped me navigate the space better.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was like going between the maybe production aspect of the music and entertainment industry versus like actually being the one on the stage with the productions for.
I feel like it's been a shift because I've never I used to have like crippling social anxiety when I was a kid. So now I would never think that I'd be like that person on the stage, I'm performing. So it's been cool. I like being able to play both sides because they're completely different perspectives, but they're both very important. So having that production experience and then having artist experience is dope. It's a cool experience.
And how do you deal with that anxiety? Well, I'm curious first, how you dealt with it as a child.
So I didn't. I just not engaged. I would just run away from things. Now I understand that anxiety is a natural feeling, and I just allow it to flow through me, and it doesn't stop me from doing things. But I used to allow it to stop me from doing stuff, and now it's just all right, you're gonna be an anxious girl, but you're gonna do this. So I honestly just be making myself do things that sometimes I might not even feel like doing. So yeah.
Okay. I always wonder, I think about my younger self from time to time, and I wouldn't call it anxiety, but I was very introverted, so I probably I probably was shy and didn't really know it, but I'm sure I appeared shy to other people. But sometimes when I think back, like, to where my really close friendship started, I be like, I don't even know why people liked me. Like, I didn't talk. Like, I was just like in my books. And so, how have you made friends? Like, knowing that about yourself and then not known that, maybe.
Literally, like, art is the common ground with all my friends. Like, I feel like all my friends are artists in some capacity, even if they don't really refer to themselves as artists. So, I feel like that's been the common ground. But yeah, before, your girl was too scared to talk to people. So I really think that, like, I appreciate the art community for just everyone, like, being so, I don't know, receptive.
Yeah, for sure. Do you find it really easy or maybe not to drown out people as the DJ when you do events? Because, I mean, for myself, when I think about it, I feel like it's two polarities. It's like, I'm gonna just play what I want to play, whether y'all like it or not.
That's me.
Or but that's so that's how you do it. Okay.
I mean, I definitely catch the vibes of the crowd. Like, consider songs that I think that they would like. Okay. But I don't like taking requests.
Praise, I never made no requests.
Yeah, I really don't. I mean, I've had, on a scale of good requests to requests that I don't want, it's been maybe like 1 in 20. So there's sometimes that there's good requests, but like, I don't really like taking requests. I really just like to spend what I enjoy, and hopefully everybody else is going by. But if not, then I'm not 100% concerned.
Is that something that you developed as a DJ, or did you used to be like I hope they like what I...
It's definitely something I developed. I was more open to taking requests when I first started, because I'm just like, I'm figuring this out too, and I want y'all to vibe. But later on down the road, I started to realize that, like, you cannot satisfy everyone, and even when you do hit somebody's request, somebody else is going to want something. Or it's always going to be something else.
Give it a minute, take them out.
Yeah, it's helped me, like, set boundaries as well, and respectfully. So it's been cool. Because my boundaries was iffy back in the day too. But yeah.
And I want to thank you for giving me my first official placement on the lineup as a DJ.
Yes.
Like, name on the floor.
I'm here for it. Like, it's so dope to see, like, how many of my friends have been inspired to, you know, dive into their creative ventures as well. So, like, thank you for even being down. Like, I know it could have been maybe a little nerve-wracking. Like,
it was so nerve-wracking.
Yeah. But just getting through those, like, first-time jitters, you're just like, okay, it's not that bad. I could do this again. I'm gonna get better with time. So I appreciate it. You killed it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was sick to my stomach. I was like, how do y'all do this? Jeez.
Nah, the nerves will definitely, like, die down over time, but I appreciate you for even, you know, diving into something like this and putting yourself out there and not limiting yourself to any specific mediums.
Yeah, happily.
Yeah.
I definitely want to be a jack of all trades, see what I master along the way.
Yeah, likewise.
Are you still doing curation? I know that might be, like, a little difficult now, but could you talk to us about what I call it? What do you call your production company, collective?
Yeah, I would say, like, production, because since I haven't been able to work in 930 Club, I really enjoy, like, providing sound, being that audio person at the event, and kind of playing the back role. So definitely still working in this curation space, but it's just been difficult. It's been different since not as many spaces are open, so I can't really curate as, like, well as I want to, but even opening our home to others has been dope. And I always want to be one of those people who also provide a platform for others to share their art too.
And you guys turned it into a beautiful space.
Thank
you. You did a really good job creating the environment.
We're doing the best we can with what we got.
Okay, so tell me about your Trill Mafia collective.
Yes, so Trill Mafia, when I first started DJing, I'm gonna speak on Bree specifically. I think I was a few months in, maybe like 3 months in. Some random girl slides in my DM like, hey, I see you're DJing, let me know if you want to practice, blah, blah. And, like, I'm from here, so I'll be thinking that I know everybody. And I'm like, I don't know who this girl is, but we gonna link up and we gonna find out. So ever since then, she's been a great support as just like fellow like woman support, fellow DJ support, and like I'm all for like having, you know, a support system around you, having a team. Like I could do things by myself, but it's not as fun. It's not as easy. So
exactly.
I mean, that's been dope. I feel like we've both developed each other, helped develop each other, and we've still been able to maintain like our personal identities as well and complement each other. So,
yeah,
it's a vibe.
I really admire that about you two, how you are able to work so closely together, but like you said, you guys are still very distinct entities, and that takes a lot of like strength of character, understanding of oneself. So shout out to you both.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. As like since I was starting out so new, I was afraid. I was like, I don't want like to get too consumed or like not really know what my sound is because of this, but that never became a problem. So it's been cool.
And so I've been with you guys like from, I was, dare I say, pretty much the beginning.
Since the beginning.
Okay, so I was gonna say, I've been with y'all since the
you were
beginning.
my second gig, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, well, like official on a flyer gig.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm spinning that Opaline.
Yeah. So you've been, can't ignore the history. You guys were formerly Trill Rebel Mafia.
Yeah, definitely.
So where did Rebel go?
I don't know, actually.
Not like physically, but from the name of the collection. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, she kind of removed herself. So like we keep our space, and our associations is just like it's always mutual. So whenever it's not mutual, it's like nothing personal. We just understand that it's not mutual no more. So Rebel decided that she wanted to take a step back and focus on herself. So that's why we're not just Trill Mafia now, but that's why we also focus on just maintaining our personal identities as well, because we understand that nothing lasts forever, but there's no ill will behind that. So
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so aside from DJing, I know you mentioned, I know you garden.
Yeah.
I know you craft.
Yeah.
What else do you like to do?
I just became a certified Reiki healer in January, so I appreciate it. I've been focusing a lot with like crystal healing as of lately. As you said, crafts. I like to just craft little things. I make these little nose rings and
that's cute. I didn't know
little jewelries. I do hair. I've been doing hair since I was in like middle school, just off of the strength that I didn't have coins and I wanted my hair did. So that's flourished into a beautiful side hustle as well. And I feel like that's something that connects me with my clients as well. And I form a lot of cool relationships. So honestly, I've just been side hustling, and it's been creating a little full picture. So yeah, crafting, healing, hair, music.
Speaking of hair, you did Jay's hair.
Yes! Curl.
That joint was so hard.
I actually had a few
She
people.
pressed it and then flipped it,
Yes,
dog.
bruh. That shit.
This nigga looked like he came straight out of Superfly. That joint was hard.
It's a look, and a lot of people have been like fucking with Jay and me because of that collab. So I've had a few people hit me up like, yo, I'm from wherever, but I seen you based off of this hairstyle, blah blah. And I'm like, wow.
I'm about to just blast that joint on the screen so they can see it.
So I definitely
Very
want to
nice.
focus a lot more on like concept hairstyles moving forward, especially because I'm getting more comfortable with my styling. So yeah, I love doing stuff like that.
I see that.
Yeah, it's
I
fun.
see you doing that.
I might have to do a little concept hair shoot one day soon.
I want to see statues.
Yes,
I want to see
crowns,
sculptures.
all of that.
So where do you seek and find inspiration? Whether it be other like music artists, whether it be books, whether it be, you know, in the garden, like where do you get that next wave from?
I would say the people around me, nature, spending time with myself, and just through my things that I used to view as like negative troubles, I actually like, I feel like I do a lot better job at dealing with negativity now, and like the way that I transmute my emotions. So whenever I'm having like a emotional run, I try to use that to transmute it into creativity. So yeah, people, earth, All that.
All that good shit.
All that good shit.
Would you say that you have like a certain creative process as it regards like to your DJing?
I've finally gotten into a creative process with DJing. At first it was just like, I don't know, I'm gonna download some music and I'm just gonna practice and but now I take a lot of spaces like just consuming different sounds, and then I have like a download process where I download all of the cool sounds that I found, and then I have a process of I want to create a bunch of mixes. So I spend a lot of like downtime just consuming things, and then I'll spend a lot of time just like creating things. So I have a good like creation consumption flow now, but at first I didn't really have a flow.
Right. Now you're getting that synthesis.
Yes, and it feels so cool, like to see how your process unfolds. It's really dope. So yeah,
I don't know why I like an ebook just flashed into my brain. If there was like an ebook for DJs, that would be hard.
Cute.
Yeah, with like graphs and stuff.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that would be so dope. Like a little, how they have them little instruction pamphlets that come for electronics, but like this is how you do it.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for other aspiring DJs?
Yeah. Honestly, like whatever, and this is honestly just outside of DJ. Can I just give it?
Oh yes, go for it.
My advice is whatever you're afraid to do that, and that's just for anything. Because there's greatness on the other side of fear. Like, fear is just an illusion, so don't be afraid. Yeah.
Shout out to knowledge. Yes, that's great advice, and I definitely agree with that. What's the last thing you've done that you were afraid to do?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, I have something coming up that I'm afraid to do.
Okay.
One of our little mentees, Zay, he's throwing a show in about a month, and he asked me to perform as an artist. This will be my first time like performing my original music and not DJing. So I'm really scared and nervous, but I'm gonna do it, and it's scary.
You're performing your original music?
So stay tuned, but I'm really nervous.
I was gonna say, can I come?
Yeah, I'm gonna invite everyone.
Okay.
So yeah, stay tuned for that. But that's literally scaring the shit out of me. Like, it's a whole month away, and I'm just nervous as hell. So yeah, I'm gonna do it because why not?
Do you have? So you write your own songs, correct?
Yeah. So I used to write like a lot of poetry when I was a kid, and shout out to Static. He's like, you need to get your own interface, your own mic. Here, I'm about to put Ableton on your laptop. And I started recording myself during quarantine. And yeah, now I have a few songs, got a few featured songs with other friends. And I'm about to start releasing some music. So, yeah.
All right, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. And shout out to Static.
Yeah.
He's so supportive.
Yeah, definitely. Like, he's like, you're an artist. We're all artists. Like, let's create. So, creative energy, hopefully.
I remember he stepped up to the plate during the Opaline in Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah,
that was really hard. He's just like over there looking like a rock star. He has little Hawaiian Jones unbuttoned with the Jones strapped across his chest, just in the cut, making it happen for us all. Thank you, Static. Thank you.
Shout out, Static.
Yes. What new skills have you taken up? Like, did the crafting start in these?
Yes.
Okay, so
crafting and drawing are two new skills that I've like picked up during the panorama. And yeah, I feel like just out of like desperation of like I don't know what to do, I've just been like creating.
Okay.
So yeah, crafting things. I really like to like work with like copper as of lately. And I've been getting into like drawing like 3D things, so that's been cool.
3D like animated?
Nah, just like like 3D sketches.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
I was reading something the other day that was talking about, I can't remember the specific civilization, but like the ancients used to keep their water in copper containers, and that it's like a pure, and that it kept water pure. And I know that people like to wrap their like crystals and gems in copper. So I thought that's just a fun fact. I'm a Gemini. I'm full of
I like fun facts.
Slightly useless, but maybe not information.
No, very valuable. It's gonna be valuable at the right time.
If you were wondering why you should invest in some copper. Also, isn't copper one of those like things you need if there's an apocalypse? Don't people like collect copper?
Yeah, you can like transfer energy and stuff with copper. So like if you run out of power, I don't know the specifics, but if you got some copper and some other shit, you can make something shake.
Okay, yes, thank you. Trigger a memory. There was this little boy, he put his grandmother on TikTok. She like made a battery.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, and I think she had like some copper, and I feel
she
like
probably wrapped it with it. Yeah,
and I think I saw a water bottle.
You know what? Copper battery making tutorial for when the apocalypse comes. We'll put that in the ebook.
Exactly. I'm gonna have a segment. I'm gonna have so much random stuff, but we're gonna start with the interviews.
Okay,
y'all just
hit me up when you want to do the
I'm definitely going to. Trilla's gonna be here giving tutorials. Yeah, I know you do. Like, just as I've been, watching you from a distance, because everybody been in their corners over this time. Like, I just feel like you are unfolding so much.
Thank you.
Every couple weeks, Trilla pops up with a new skill. Trilla make jewelry now. Trilla do hair now. Trilla been had a garden. Like Trilla throwing shows now. I love it. I'm so happy to see you just like living into your fullness.
I appreciate it.
You're maturing so beautifully.
Thank you. It's been a journey. It's been a struggle, and I appreciate you for even noticing, because I know we haven't known each other for that long, but the fact that you can see the growth in that time is just like, yes, we're growing.
Yes. Yeah.
Likewise, I like how when we come together and share space versus our separate time together, it's just like, I like seeing what we all got going on.
Yeah.
And then when we link back up, it's just like, you're doing amazing, sweetie. Nobody told you today. Like, you're doing great. So, yeah.
Do you ever, like, worry as an artist about attaching your worth to your productivity too much?
All the time. Like, I feel like that's a product of capitalism, though. Like, I always feel like I'm not doing enough, or I'm just like, okay, is the work that I'm doing worth it? All of that, but I kind of remove myself from that a lot now, and I just have faith that my creativity will bring abundance always. So, anxiety is always going to creep in, but just not letting it consume you.
Yeah. So, can you talk about that a little more? Because, like, for people who do, I mean, I deal with it myself. Just like, if I'm not doing something, like, how am I, feeling? So, how have you learned to, I guess, deal with and grow through, like, it's okay if I'm not producing something right now?
I feel like my ancestors be telling me, like, it's okay to rest, and like a lot of our ancestors did not have time to rest, so it's okay, like, you can rest. Don't use that as an excuse to not be on it, because time is our most valuable resource, but just having that balance is essential. And I think we should definitely uplift rest a lot more. Like, it's great to be productive, but don't burn yourself out.
Thank you. I feel like when I get into those bags, like, I be telling myself that like a mantra. Like, you just spent this much time doing this, and this. Like, you could take a week. You could take a month.
No, really. I mean, so I have like productive binges, and then I have like rest binges, and that's what be making me feel bad, because I could do a little bit better. I am doing better with the balancing of it. But no, I definitely have moments it's just like I'm so productive, and then I just like don't want to talk to anybody, leave me alone, chilling. So we working through it.
I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy the carbonation's getting to me. I do enjoy the like extremity of my polarity.
Me too.
But balance is important. So I'm open to changing.
We're working on it.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, that helps, because I'll be like,
you're not the only one.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you. And it's funny because from the outside, I feel like it looks like we're always doing something, but I be chilling too.
Good to know.
Yeah. Thank you.
How have you been enjoying like a sense of community or togetherness since, you know, the shutdown? I feel like there are quite a few people in your house, so maybe it's not as difficult for you, but maybe not.
Oh, it started off rough. Like, being around each other every day at first was like not the vibes. But now we've all like created our sense of balance being around each other, and it's really dope. I'm an only child, so like I didn't grow up with any siblings or anything, so this is like the most like sibling vibe that I've had, and it's really cool. I really enjoy it. I don't really want to be by myself anymore, but I love people now. So yeah, it's been cool, but you know, everything is ups and downs. So it started off rough, but just learning how to love the people around you, learning their love languages, knowing when to give them space is all essential.
Yeah, like I'd be wondering about that in terms of just living with I'm not gonna say so many different people, but I guess several people, obviously with different personalities. I don't know, I just feel like I would feel so awkward. Even if I love you to death, like, I don't know.
We be having our moments. They call me a mean girl, but I just be real blunt. But,
no way.
I be having my little Taurus bull moments for sure, but I really love and appreciate, respect people I share space with, because we all understand that nobody's perfect, but we're all, you know, doing our best. And I feel like everyone else has developed as well, because we're learning how to not just think of ourselves when doing things, and to think outside of ourselves too. So it's been cool.
Okay. What's been one of your greatest self-realizations this past year?
Ooh.
Like, I know this, I feel this, I'm forever changed, let's keep it pushing.
I'm that bitch. Not bitch, but you know, just like you're a boss, like no one
we scream in the background for that jump.
Yeah, no. That's been the greatest realization, is just knowing that like you are like that person regardless like of outside validation or anything else. Like you were that person, and with that mentality I feel like you're a better person to the other people around you too, because you're not depending on their validation or their presence to validate you. You validate yourself. So my biggest self-realization is self-validation. Yeah,
self-validation. Self-validation. Thank you, Trilla. Do you believe that humanity can achieve bliss worldwide?
Yes, but you have to achieve the bliss inside first. Period.
You think we can like stay there eternally? I feel like bliss, at least in my experience, is so. I mean, who is blissful all the time? I would like to meet that person.
I don't think it'll be like, I don't know, for like eternity.
I don't think it'll be like a state.
Yeah, okay. I feel like there's like polarity and duality in everything, and you can't ignore that. And I'm a light and love person, but I'm not like ignore the negative too. Like I work with my shadow self and all of that, and I appreciate all sides of myself, not just the love and light Trilla. So maybe like there might be more bliss than less negativity at some point, but I don't ever feel like there's just gonna. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. It sounds wild. Right. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it.
I would too. And I be thinking about that, and I wonder if it will be like 2 generations past us where it's like they have enough evidence where it's like, yeah, we could totally do that. All you gotta do is do. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe like our imagination hasn't expanded enough, but I like to keep it in my back pocket. Yeah, we could do it.
No, I'm definitely an optimist.
Right.
But
it's looking a little bleak.
We're gonna get a little bit of negativity in though.
Push me to the end. So what's next for Trilla? Trilla has a performance coming up in a month.
Oh God. What's next? I'm just gonna be doing more shit that I ain't never did before.
Hell yeah. That is a great way to summarize it.
Also,
I see we both got on our Opaline dream. Yeah.
I got a gift for you too. I'm giving it to you when we're done.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Okay, so more shit you ain't near done before. In the meantime, between time, where can the people keep up with Trillakay?
So I'm actually planning to like drop a lot of content soon. I'm gonna be dropping a music video around my birthday, which is in May. So yeah, I feel like I do a lot of stuff, but I'm working on like capturing that in the content perspective, especially since we're not really like